After my review of the latest gaming phone, the Infinix GT50 Pro, I was instantly became a fan of Infinix brand. For a few good reasons, they know how to create really good design for a smartphone, very modern, awesome performance, decent camera, long-lasting battery, and great software support. But what if they can provide all of the great features but still able to pull down the price of the phone? I think this is the hottest budget mid-range phone today. We're reviewing the latest Infinix Hot 70 Pro 5G. What do we get for $300 or less? Let's start with the design, and we got 6 color options on Infinix Hot 70 Pro. We got the thermo orange, green, purple, white, night pulse, and dive blue. If you're conservative on the colors, no style or transition whatsoever, then go with black or blue. These are more corporate colors. But if you're a fan of style, I think the best color of the bunch is the thermo orange. The back cover of this phone changes color from light orange to dark orange. If the environment goes colder, it turns to a deeper orange. If it's warmer, then it goes lighter. Now, this phone is really slim, less than 8mm body, weighing only 204 grams, making this phone one of the lightest big screen phone you will find in the market. There's so many things going on with this phone in terms of design. You also have the active matrix cube. This is a customizable light matrix at the back. It will activate when you have the status alert, mini games, and even when your phone facing down. You can even customize what shows up on the matrix. As you can see, I have my initials on it. I like the smooth finish at the back that changes colors. This phone is really fun. You also have the bundled TPO case on the package. It's actually the same color as the phone. So there's uniformity, adding that orange AI button on the side of the phone. I feel like the design was well thought of. Now, if you talk about design, we also need to inspect the protection. This phone has IP68 water and dust resistance, so you can submerge this to water 1.5 meters in 30 minutes. And this is usually reserved for flagship phones. You will have this protection for only $300 or less. Now, going in front of the phone, we got a really good specs. It's a 6.76-inch LTPS LCD screen with up to 144Hz of adaptive refresh rate, similar to the refresh rate of our gaming phone, the Infinix GT50 Pro. This is a full HD resolution with up to 950 nits of max brightness, almost 1000, and you can read text on direct sunlight. And since it's an LCD screen, every individual pixels lights up, making a uniform brightness on the phone. The colors are popping out too. We're losing that deep black, especially on dark wallpaper, but overall it's a really good LCD screen with fast refresh rate and touch sampling for gaming. Now, speaking of what Infinix can give, performance is no slouch. This is one of the fastest smartphones in its price category using the latest budget chip. We have the MediaTek Dimensity 7100 or D7100. I would say this is the strongest chip on any Hot series phone right now. To begin with, this is a 5G ready chipset capable of the fastest download speed on mobile data. This is paired with 8 gigs of RAM on LPDDR4X RAM that can be extended up to 24 gigs on virtual memory, coming from the 256 gigs of storage that can be extended up to 2 terabytes of micro SD. The performance of this phone is phenomenal for a budget mid-range phone. I mean, I can play Mobile Legends without any hiccups. I know a lot of Filipino and Asian friends who plays Mobile Legends, so this phone is perfect for you. It can also play Genshin Impact and PUBG, but obviously you will not get the highest settings for these games. On PUBG, it is advertised to hit 90 Hz. This 6nm chip is power efficient, has really good connectivity using Wi-Fi and mobile data. Again, for moderate and average user, I think this phone is sufficient and will even exceed expectations. Now, going in front of the phone, we got a heavy-skinned OS which we call XOS from Infinix, and I would say this is probably closer to an iOS design choice from the wallpapers to the liquid glass design. If you're coming from an older iPhone, I think you would love owning Infinix Hot 70 Pro. At first glance, when people look at the screen of your phone, they might think you're using an iPhone because of how the icon looks like and even the home screen. And even though it's heavily skinned, I feel like when you scroll up and down, left to right, it feels minimalist. We got a lot of good wallpapers and online wallpapers that you can choose from. You can change the widgets and the icons. You can customize how the home screen look. I guess the best part of the software is the OS support. You got 3 major OS upgrades and 5 years of security patches, making this phone one of the longest software support on a budget phone. This phone has Android 16 installed, so we're looking at around Android 19 before we lose the upgrade. Now, still talking about the software, I think one of the biggest selling point of this phone is the AI or the artificial intelligence. And this is not just some phones that we reviewed on this channel with Gemini AI because of Android 16. This phone is actually quite different because of the dedicated AI button that launched the AI assistant. And you can even choose on 6 different AI models. We got Folax, DeepSeek, ChatGPT, Gemini AI, Meta AI, and Grok. You can ask for a simple image editing, search, analyze trend, or just ask anything under the sun. You can even ask a question across all the platforms, so this phone is no slouch in terms of AI capability. We are testing the AI capability of Infinix Hot 70 Pro. We got AI memo, AI translation. We also have circle to search. So we have this functionality on Infinix Hot 70 Pro. We also have the dedicated AI button here. I would like to ask ChatGPT how to cook adobo. And there you go. You can even change your AI model and ask them as well how to cook adobo or just anything under the sun. Now, if you want to go deeper on the AI, even on image editing, you got AI Studio Extender and Eraser, known as Magic Eraser on Pixel phones, where you can remove unwanted object and people on the image. And this brings us to the camera performance. I was surprised how good the performance of this phone thanks to the 50-megapixel Sony IMX8A2 sensor. And if you want to compare, this is the same sensor you will get on Poco X8 Pro and Oppo Reno 14. And if you're watching my comparison video, I will tell you right now that Poco X8 Pro is one of the best camera phone in its price range. So you would get the same quality if you get the Infinix Hot 70 Pro. Image quality you would get from this phone is natural looking. There's a bit of boost if you're using HDR on the AI cam. So many bundled features like dual video recording, portrait, documents, night shots. We also have time-lapse, slow motion, and panorama. We got that Infinix Vlog preset for video, and speaking of video recording, this phone can shoot up to 2K for both the selfie and the rear camera. And if you're not familiar with 2K, this is Quad HD for some flagship devices. I know iPhone is using Quad HD for action mode and Samsung is using Quad HD for horizon lock feature. Honestly, the quality of Quad HD is very good. Might just be a bit soft if you're watching on a 4K monitor or even 8K. But if you're just using a big screen monitor that's only capable of showing full HD, then the video will be crisp and sharp. Here, I will give you some sample photos and videos of Infinix Hot 70 Pro. We're testing the video recording capability of Infinix Hot 70 Pro using the selfie camera. This is in 2K or Quad HD 30 FPS. And we're switching to 2K using the rear camera, Quad HD. I also do camera comparison video of smartphones on my channel. So which phone do you want me to compare this phone first? Leave your comment down below. This is a quick test of the stabilization. We can only do video stabilization on full HD or 1080p 30 FPS. Let's quickly do some zoom test. This is 2x. And if we crop in, we can go as far as 10x. Now, aside from the essentials, let's talk about other feature, and this one has a side-mounted fingerprint sensor that's really snappy and reliable. I was able to test this and it's very good on sweaty fingers. I can unlock this phone 8 out of 10 times, which is really good. There's also a down-firing loudspeaker. I wish it's a dual channel on top as well. There's no other technology built in on the speaker like Dolby Atmos or HDR, but the audio is pretty loud on my test. Here, I will give you some sample audio of Infinix Hot 70 Pro and an iPhone. This is the new Honor 600 and there's a really cool AI feature which we call image to... This is the new Honor 600 and there's a really cool AI feature which we call image to video. And lastly, the battery life. Aside from a really good design, impressive camera, and performance, even the AI feature, I think the battery is one of the strengths of this phone. It's a whopping 6,000 milliampere. Mind you, the milliampere varies amongst the region. On some region, we only have 5,600 milliampere battery, but I got 6,000, so definitely have the biggest battery variant of all of the models. In real-life tests, I can do phone calls, text, browsing social media and the internet, watch a full movie, and maybe play games for the next 2 hours. And I will still have around 30% at the end of the day. And I don't have to worry about charging because this phone has 45 watts of charger. We can go from 2% to 12% in 5 minutes or 50% in 25 minutes. And if you're asking if this phone has bypass charging, yes, there's a bypass charging on this phone. So you can use this for long hours of gaming. Additionally, Infinix also provided a charger out of the box. So this is a plus. So what's your verdict? I mean, with everything this phone offers, I don't think anyone can beat this on its price point. With those bright colors, steady performance, long-lasting battery, a decent camera performance, and all of the AI fun stuff, I think the name of this phone speaks for itself. Infinix Hot 70 Pro 5G is the hottest budget phone right now.